Hi, I'm Smithtown Supervisor Ed Wareheim, and this is Smithtown Spotlight.
Welcome to Smithtown Spotlight. On today's show, we're taking an in-depth look into the past, present, and future of the Smithtown Parks Buildings and Grounds Department. The town of Smithtown is responsible for 23 parks, 4 bathing beaches, a marina, a mooring facility, as well as town pool and municipal golf course. In fact, the golf course at Landing Country Club is recognized as one of the best public municipal golf courses in the country. Parks, Buildings, and Grounds is an all-inclusive department responsible for the maintenance, repair, and enhancement of many Town of Smithtown facilities, buildings, and our park space. In addition to the daily maintenance of the town's numerous parks, beaches, and properties, the Parks Department maintains all town-owned buildings like Town Hall, Landing Country Club and Pool, the Senior Center, Firematic Training Facility, and the Animal Shelter and its dog walks. Additionally, we are responsible for the maintenance and repairs on all town vehicles, roadwork, and seasonal cleaning of municipal parking lots, including 3 Long Island Railroad commuter lots and the daily landscaping and maintenance of all town properties. In the peak season months, Parks and Recreation is responsible for the hiring and supervising of lifeguards and park attendants. Additionally, they are responsible for issuing permits for camping and picnicking at town facilities. We sat down with Supervisor Ed Wareheim, who began his career in the Parks Department, climbing the ladder over time to Director of Parks, Buildings, and Grounds.
January of 1971, I started with the Smithtown Department of Parks as a laborer, making $1.10 an hour. And the progression cycle was that I worked in that capacity for the first 10 years. After 10 years, I was promoted to a supervisor position as a foreman supervising 10 to 12 employees doing maintenance work throughout the park system. And in 1989, I was appointed as the Deputy Director of the Department of Parks, Buildings, and Grounds under Mr. Charles Toner. He was the Director of Parks at that time. Upon his retirement in 1992, I was appointed as the Director of the Department of Parks, Buildings, and Grounds. From 71 to 92, I worked my way up through the ranks and became the director of that department in 92.
We have a total of 68 employees here at the Parks Department. Hoyt Farm has 3 employees and summer help. During the summer season, we bring in between 150 and 200 employees to man the facilities at the parks, the fields, the beaches, and at Hoyt Farm. We man about 60 trucks. We have 3 6-wheel vehicles. We have a dumpster vehicle. We also have a concrete truck. So we handle different aspects of construction throughout the town and all the facilities. Every day is full of excitement and something different. There are a total of 41 buildings in the town that are housed that we take care of for the town of Smithtown, and problems arise throughout the season with different things, and we dispatch our crews to the buildings as the complaints and problems come in that we need to facilitate. We also have projects that we do with updating the offices in the buildings. We take care of the animal shelter. We take care of Senior Citizen Center. So we have guys out all day long based on that. We also take care of all the fields. We also take care of the train station parking lot, St. James, Smithtown, Kings Park. We have a wide array of things that we're responsible for that we take care of. The historical cemeteries, we take care of Sweetbriar Farm, we take care of the areas of the Historical Society when things happen over there, and we dispatch our men accordingly throughout the day. And we also do the maintenance on all the fields and cut the grass, and we do the fall cleanup in the spring, we plant the flowers. We're in charge of basically all those facilities to maintain the beauty of the town, to keep up with the way Smithtown looks.
The Department of Parks, Buildings, and Grounds, as it's called now, takes on additional duties as far as construction work in town facilities, doing renovation of town offices. In my tenure in parks, that really wasn't done, and that was done by outside contractors. So there's more of that type of work being done in-house now, which in essence saves the taxpayers a lot of money.
If the residents want a permit to, say, to Otto Schubert's Beach, they come to our department and they apply for a permit to have a picnic at that facility. We give them a permit and a date when they can be there, and they have their permit, and at that time we make sure that we have enough staff, depending. Schubert's Beach can hold up to about 300 to 400 people, depending on the facility, how they're going to have the party. So we have to make sure that we man enough staff to do the cleanups for after the party at night. So they come in for a permit for that. They'll come in for a permit for Short Beach to camp. You can camp at Callahan's as well. Callahan's is open. On the weekends, the Boy Scouts come up. We have a guard there 24 hours on the weekends from Friday to Sunday. And we also have somebody that stays at Short Beach. The facility is never unmanned during the night hours, just in case there's an emergency or something happens to somebody, we have somebody there. We also have Hoyt Farm permits we give out to there. We give out permits for the parks as well. Veterans Park on Mauritius, every year the nursing home brings their people out and they have a big barbecue there that we give them a permit for that. So there are many aspects that the department hands out permits for throughout the year. Starting January 1st, the people start coming in to ensure that their date for their party, they're going to be able to have it because so many people come in. The facility is gorgeous. It's a great place to be, right on the water. It's beautiful, and the people want and have their parties there, so they come in very early to ensure their dates.
I think one of the greatest achievements that I had while my tenure and working for the department was the revitalization and the reconstruction of the town park system. We began to put in the new modern playgrounds. We began to resurface tennis courts. All of the things that we feel are quality of life issues for the residents that live in Smithtown. We were well known for our parks under my tenure. Actually, we were known as some of the finest parks in the state of New York for a number of years, and I think it's still that way. Our residents are very, very pleased with the facilities that they have due to the fact that we constantly keep them up to their standards and they're constantly maintained, and we're still to this day renovating and bringing in modern equipment, modern courts. We're doing work on ball fields such as Flynn Memorial Park, which is a $7 million renovation of that field that's ongoing as we speak.
We have several different divisions of aspects in the Parks Department. We'll start where we take care of the boats, the jet skis, for the constable. So our department handles taking all the boats, doing the maintenance on all the boats, making sure that the boats are in top running condition if there's an emergency and the constables need to use them on the water. We are out there in the summer every day with one of our guys, a maintenance man. He's the boat mechanic. He goes out, they check the boats, talk to the constables, see if there's any problems. We also maintain all the fleet of vehicles here in the town of Smithtown. We take care of the senior buses. We take care of all the trucks. We take care of all the vehicles. So we have a shop that maintains all of that area. We have 3 people that do that, 3 auto mechanics. We take care of all the small equipment. As people might not really understand, they have the blowers, the generators, the weed whackers, the lawn mowers, all the machinery. We have somebody that has to maintain that every day when the crews come in if there's a problem with them. So that is one aspect. We take care of all the fields. We have field crews that go out in the spring, in the summer, during the season, even the soccer season, football season, to make sure the fields are lined, the fields are ready. We maintain staff at the games to make sure that everything's okay, that there's no problem with the lights, that the field's set up, so when the people come to play their games, the facility's set up in its entirety. There's several acres of land here. At this point, expanding a little bit in the Parks Department because there's going to be a treatment plant that's going to be built out here, so we're rearranging our lot at this point. We have several buildings that house different things. So we have a facility just to carry the fertilizers by law, has to be separate. We have a complete wood shop. We do all the woodworking. We have table saws. We cut and miter. We get everything set up, do the doors. We do several different aspects of woodworking we could do in-house. So we don't have to farm it out to anybody and get it and wait for it from them. We control our time frame, which is crucial when we want to get something done, which is a big attribute of the department. So if we need something done immediately, we can handle it. We have another crew that does the beaches. They do Callahan's, Long Beach, Short Beach. They maintain Otto Schubert's Beach. We maintain the marina area. So we make sure that's all set up. One of the projects we took on that we're proud of is the interior renovation of Town Hall. And as you can see, it came out great. The guys did a beautiful job. We came up with some design, different types of work, how we wanted to do the wainscoting. People were involved in that, and that came out really well. We've been doing a lot of interior work of buildings, refurbishing the inside. We did the animal shelter. We did a major project at the senior center. Laura Grief is the head of senior. We did her office over, so we've done work there. We've tackled many capital projects that we weren't afforded to in the past based on the staff that we have and how we're utilizing them. And we've done Hoyt Farm. We redid all the bathrooms at Hoyt Farm. That whole bathroom was completely torn down, redesigned, rebuilt. We did Gaynor Park. We did the bathroom over there. We did the field over there. New tennis courts made with post-tension concrete with a great warranty, beautiful facility. We redid the basketball court. We redid the bathroom at Mauritius. We cleaned that up. We worked with the new surface, the new playground area. We redid the water park. We put a water park surface in at Mauritius that's bacteria-free, approved by New York State Health Department. It's not on the cement so the children don't get cut. So we're working on different facilities like that. The soccer fields at Mauritius are turf. So those are 2 turf fields that were put in about 12 years ago. They are up to date to be resurfaced within the next year or 2. So those fields will be resurfaced because they have a warranty on them, and we're getting near the end. We're going to redo those. At Gibbs Pond, we put the first new lighting system in the town. So the field has been completely relit, new design, new poles, new lights, and we have plans to do more. Maybe at Mauritius we want to put lighting system. We are going to redo the lights at Brady Park within the next several years. So we have a plan of action moving forward with the approval of the town board and the supervisor to start upgrading the facilities that don't have lights and existing lights that are very old. I would have to say that the buildings have not been upgraded in at least 20 years. The interior of the buildings hasn't been done. So the plan moving forward is to bring our buildings up to date. They're very antiquated and they need refurbishing. We just encountered doing the tax receiver's office over. That was a complete redesign. We did the town attorney's office. We updated that whole facility in there. So we're starting to go into each department with a plan. Councilman Lohman's my liaison. We go from building to building, come up with a plan moving forward, which ones need the work first. In 10 years, I see the department has grown in employee size a little bit since we've been here, and we're trying to do different things to save the town money. What I see is once we get to that position in the next 5 to 10 years, upgrade and get these facilities to where they need to be, then we'll be more of a maintenance department, not a building. We're more building at this point right now. We're looking at the infrastructure saying we have to build this, renovate this. Once that's accomplished, then the Parks Department will move into a different structure of maintaining and keeping the facilities up to date and in good condition. We made some different changes, I think, with the new board that came in, the new Supervisor Wareheim, giving us the tools to buy and borrow on capital. We sit down and we go over our capital projects. He has excellent vision. As you know, he used to be the Parks Director here prior, several years ago, when he was a councilman. So he has a good handle on what the town needs. As a Parks Director, I can't ask for any more than to put the tools in my hand to be able to get the job done. And without the capital money and the vision of the supervisor and the town board, we would not be able to achieve the goals that we have here. These capital projects are complicated. We feel we're doing a really good job with them, and the people are happy. As you see, Gaynor Park came out, beautiful. We did Mauritius Park over, we did Gibbs Pond Park over, and I think the people and the constituents see the changes that are occurring, because now when they go to the facilities, they could see what's being done, and they see the change. It's not going to the park and having all the problems that we had before, where the playground is broken, the slides are broken, things are antiquated. Now they see the change, and I feel that we've done a really good job with the town board moving forward. There's several different aspects of the turf fields that we're looking at. One, obviously, is the fertilizer and going into the ground and the water. When we do turf, we won't have that problem anymore. Maintaining turf fields will be a lot easier, less manpower, less to do. We won't have the watering of the fields, We don't have that bill attributed to the town because our water bill is high. You know, we have a lot of fields that we water, so we won't have that problem. And also the look to play on the turf field is fantastic. The players love it. We should have a 15-year warranty on the field with the turf fields, and moving forward, it just gives a great look. It's a better way to go, and it's better for the environment, it's better for the town, it's better for the constituents, and in the long run, it does save money. People come to Smithtown because of the parks and the beaches and the facilities that we have, and it's very gratifying when I go to, say, Gibbs Pond, and I see people playing tennis, waiting to get on the courts. The kids are playing basketball, the mothers with their children are on the new facility, and it's gratifying to see people use it. And not only use it, but appreciate what we're trying to accomplish and appreciate where they live and what we're doing. And Hoyt Farm is another facility. We have the concerts. A showmobile was purchased by the town of Smithtown, and the concerts at Hoyt Farm last year were overwhelming. We also do concerts at Long Beach. And to see everybody from the town come down and enjoy what we have to offer is all I could ask for as a director of a department, and to see the people enjoying it.
The many divisions of Parks, Buildings, and Grounds Department plays an intricate role in our quality of life and attractiveness of our quaint community. These men and women are well-skilled and dedicated professionals in each of their trades. Smithtown is known for having the best parks on Long Island. The recent effort to modernize and revive this park system is made possible thanks to the dedicated professionals within the Parks, Buildings, and Grounds Department. With the renovation of Flynn Memorial Park, we are bringing the Smithtown Park system to new heights. With environmentally friendly synthetic turf and LED lighting, this state-of-the-art recreational space is unlike any other on Long Island and will become the new gold standard. But don't take our word for it. Bring the family down to one of our parks, beaches, or grounds and revel in some quality time. We hope you've enjoyed this program. For Smithtown Spotlight, I'm Nicole Gargiulo. Thanks for watching.